Okay. What is good, everybody? It is the Godfather of VR, the ageless one of the man, Lincoln Clay, and we are back with another live stream of The Walking Dead Saints Sinners, the PSVR 2 version. Taking a look at this a couple of nights ago, I spent an extensive amount of time comparing the PSVR 2 version to the PC version. But when I compared it to the PC version, I compared it to a PC using the Quest 2 headset. I've already taken a look at this through my HP Reverb G2, and the picture's just sharper, so I'm not even going to compare it to that. I think the sharpness that you're seeing is on par with the Quest 2. So where do I begin? This menu screen's a good spot. I spent about a good hour and a half at this menu screen running back and forth between my Quest 2 headset and the PSVR 2 headset, and all the details are there. I mean, it's like they took the PC version of this game and just slapped the PSVR 2 tag on it. And I say that in a good way, because I was trying to look for the small details that might not be there. So for instance, I'm looking at that puddle right there, and you see a little bit of a reflection from that puddle. When I was in the PC version and I saw that puddle, and I was like, oh, the PSVR 2 version probably doesn't have that reflection. And then I would run back to the PSVR 2 version and I would see a reflection there. And I would look over at that truck right there, expected to be some details missing on the PSVR 2 version. It was all there. Then I started trying to focus on sharpness. And I'm like, okay, the PSVR 2 version's probably got soft edges. PC's got razor sharp edges. No, they were the same. And so I would say that after about an hour and a half of running back and forth between the two headsets, it got to a point where I was starting to forget which headset I was on. So this game, I believe, runs at a native 90 frames per second, and I think that I don't know whether this game is demanding or not. I don't know if the case of this game is whether it's a game that's not very demanding, or they did a superb job of optimizing the game. I mean, the environment looks incredible. The characters in this game, yeah, they look a little bit comic bookish, but it still looks good. And if developers go this route, where they're running a game at a native 90 frames per second and there's no reprojection, the game will probably be 1-to-1 with PC. I mean, even in the distance, everything is clear. So about the same as what you would see on PC, and I think this is amazing. So I would say the situation with a GT7, we'll get into a game here in a second. The situation with GT7 with the reprojection, I know why that is. That game is a very detailed game. It's very demanding. I think if GT7 were to come to PC, I think in order to play the game in VR, you would probably need at least a 3080. Is that a mouse that just ran past me? I think you would need at least a 3080. And I've noticed some details with GT7 where I see that they had to make compromises in order to free up resources. Case in point, like a race in a wet weather with open wheel cars, I noticed there was no spray coming from the tires. The cars in front of you, there was, there would be a mist behind the car, but it would look like a pixelated fog with mirror in it. So I think in order to get those kind of details without those drawbacks on PC, again, you would need at least a 3080 because, not to be braggadocious, but my 4090, when I run ACC in VR using the G2 on wet races, that mist looks like a mist. It's not pixelated fog. It looks like a true mist. I see the spray coming from the tires. I see the lights reflecting through the mist. All those kinds of details. And I think that if they were to take the details that far on PSVR 2 with GT7, it's probably going to be some more compromises there. But moving forward, sticking to this game, I think this game right here is the prime example that if you've got a high-end PC and you've got PSVR 2 and you were to come to me and say, which version of this game should I buy? I would tell you buy the one that you want because they both look the same. They both run good. They both look incredible. I guess the only thing is, I think the only difference is do you want the haptics or not? There's rumble and vibrations in most of today's headset, but there's no head haptics in most headsets. So if you're more focused on experience, I would probably lean towards telling you to get the PSVR 2 version. But if you don't really care about the haptics of the PSVR 2 and you ask me which version to get, I would tell you to get whichever one you want. So we'll go ahead and get into a game and we'll go along, anything that I can think of along the way. So this is actually where I left off at on PC. So I've got to get into town and repair, grab a part for the mic. So pull my journal out. So search for the blue mention for a microphone. And I would say the big difference between the PC version and the PSVR 2 version is the PSVR 2 version is darker, but in all fairness, I did turn down the brightness to help reduce blur when I was playing GT7, and I just never turned it back up. So, therefore, this woman looks noticeably darker on the PSVR 2 version versus PC.
He's turned. My husband. He's turned. He begged me not to let it happen, but I just couldn't pull the trigger. He was all I had left, but I failed him. I'm so ashamed. Would you be willing to help me out? I just can't bring myself to do it. I need someone else to end this nightmare.
I'm going to get to the mission.
Let me gather my thoughts.
Sorry if I'm being a bother.
So I need to look for this blue mansion. And so, yeah, I've got the brightness turned down to about 25%. So it is noticeably darker than the PC version, but it's just as sharp. And to me, that's what's important to me is sharpness when it comes to VR. Because case in point, that bus or this truck, the car, whatever, I don't care how detailed it looks. If it's got jaggies, or if it's blurry. I don't know if I've got speech chat turned on or not. I think I should have a quick look. Make sure I got okay.
Turn the brightness up.
If I turn the brightness up, it could get blurry. But if it's looking super dark, all right. So the screen's gonna go blank for a second while I fix this. All right, I've turned the brightness up to about 60%. Let's see what we got. So now that I've turned the brightness up, I don't feel as if it's as sharp now.
The stream quality is good. Looks like I'm playing a game on my own screen.
Oh, cool. So I am in my bedroom playing on my second PS5. Oh shit! Oh, god damn it! Oh my god. Oh, good gracious. Oh, and I don't have shit in here. All right then. We don't use that gun again.
They need to make this game cool, then this will be hands down top 5 VR games of all time.
I hope he did not see me.
Co-op. Cooperative.
Okay. Looks like I gotta go back and get my bag.
Text-to-speech can't say co-opus.
Yeah, I'm using the text-to-speech this within the PS5, so it doesn't say whose name is talking. So wait a minute. Where's my gun? Oh, there it is. And my bow. And my gun. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of you now.
Duo mode.
So we won't fire again. We won't use that gun unless we have to. The microphone is inside this house. And so... And as luck would have it, I think I smudged my glasses. So, unfortunately, I won't be on here very long because I have to go pick up my son here. Oh, boy.
Kinda dark, needs more brightness.
I've got the brightness turned up to about 60%, but I think the game is meant to be dark. There we go. Damn!
Let me see how gangsta you are and take 2 zombies on with a wrench, lol.
Sheesh! That might be what I'm looking for.
Lol.
I think that's it. Yeah, it took too much. It took too much to finish him off with that frying pan, so there's traps all over this house. I think we can go ahead and get out of this house. Do I have a key?
What up, Link?
What's up? I'm using the PS5 speech chat, so it won't say who's saying what. So I'm sorry that I don't know who said hello. Well,
I'm gonna have to use my 40% coupon and get this off Metastore Rift PC version, of course.
yes, absolutely get the PC version. I wouldn't even waste time with the Quest version. Does this mean they're coming in the house to get me?
Yeah.
What's up?
They coming for ya.
Well, if they come, I'm waiting for them to come in the house, and then I'm just simply gonna leave. I mean, I got what I came for. Well,
Remember, this game uses U mic audio.
he uses what? Let's go. Oh!
You talking on stream is spawning them.
Oh, no kidding. Oh shit! God, God damn!
Game uses mic audio.
Oh shit! God damn it! Oh my God! Are they gonna make me go back in there? Yeah. Let's see what time it is. 12:58 minutes. So right now, give or take, I have the darkness equivalent to, in my opinion, about what the PC is. But I will come back and play this later on today. But this was more or less just to tell you guys that this version is 1-to-1 with the PC. Let me get up close to her, see if she looks so dark now.
I'm ready to listen.
You've returned. Thank you.
Yeah, she's still a little bit darker than
Sorry,
she is on
I need a
PC.
moment.
You seem distracted.
Which I could care less about that. I mean, look how dark my hands are. So I chose that skin tone because the next lightest, I'm in between. I'm a little bit lighter than this skin tone, but I'm not as light as the next skin tone. So yeah, I took this raft or whatever you want to call it. I took this here, and once I get the radio, get that microphone, I got to come back here and take this boat back to my bus and fix the radio.
The brightness affects your panels. The stream output is depending on stream software, so to us viewers it's really dark. Had to turn my lamp on.
Hold on. So give me a second.
It would be the OBS output settings.
So I just took the headset off and looked at my TV,
It was when you were
and
inside that it was very
the
dark.
brightness, you know, the picture on the TV, in terms of the brightness, is about the same as what I'm seeing through the headset. You know, but again, you know, I don't think this game was meant to be bright. A lot of horror games are meant to be dark. And that's supposed to be where the OLED panels have an advantage, because when you go into dark areas and it's pitch black because of the OLED screen, that's supposed to add to the immersion and make it more scary. But, in my case, I think in the interest of the game being a little bit sharper, I would opt to turn the brightness down a little bit. But hey, you know, whatever your preference is. But again, the purpose of this stream was to let you guys know that this is basically a PC port without any compromises, in my opinion. I couldn't notice any details that was stripped out.
But the quality is good. Your stream compression is barely noticeable.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't think it doesn't seem to be any compromises from what I'm seeing. Like I said, the picture's just as sharp as PC. Therefore, I don't really feel like there was a resolution drop. Natively, the PSVR 2 has a little bit more, you know, has a higher resolution than the Quest 2. I think the Quest 2 has a native resolution of about 1920p or 1948p, whereas the PSVR 2 has a native resolution of 2048p. But it's still, I mean, when all is said and done, I think if you have to choose between, if you got PC and both PSVR 2 and you want to get a version of the game, if the game is 120 hertz reprojection, I would recommend getting it on PC. Because you're going to see that reprojection, that blur, that ghost trail, whatever you want to call it. Whereas if the game is 90 hertz native on PSVR 2, then I think at that point it would be up to you to decide how much the haptics mean to you and how much small details mean to you. You know, will you be upset that if you see a leaf on the PC version and the leaf has got spots, and then you go to the PSVR 2 version and that leaf doesn't have spots? Are you going to care about that kind of stuff? So, but coming back to this game, no, I saw no noticeable compromises, and I was running back and forth for about 2 hours between the Quest 2 on the PC and the PSVR 2 version. So this particular game right here, I would say play it wherever you want. PC versus PSVR 2. Play it wherever you want, or play it wherever you can get the game on sale. So I'm going to go ahead and end it right there because I got to go pick up my son. Once I get back, I will jump on and play something different, or I'll continue with this. Also, sometime today, I would like to do a 45-minute race on ACC, on LFM. If I should decide to do that, you can catch me over on Twitch. And with that, I am going to go ahead and boogie on out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. And we will see you later on today. Until then, you all know the line. Cross my fist here. Wakanda forever. Long live the king, and deuces. We'll see you, everybody. Have a good one.